about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
One thing about living in Santa Clara I never could stomach. All the damn vampires. Shut up!
We're gonna get you, not another piece.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend, now he's coming for me.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
You bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Gimme Back My Horror Movies, the podcast, Month of Horror.
Bat!
Does have the same ring
This
as
is a
the
special, sexy version, intimate.
It's a very intimate.
Oh, it's a one-on-one, just you and me looking at each other in our eyes.
It's a date night.
Yeah,
it's a Charlie.
It's
and
totally
Pete-
a date night.
Yeah, we got the kids a
Holding
babysitter.
hands and sharing
And-
popcorn, and we're not sharing soda though, because that's gross.
Well,
popcorn, big popcorn bucket, I can share that, but not
Yeah.
not the same Slurpee. No thank you.
you don't share this. Oh, if it's a
No.
Slurpee. You got it.
No, that's my soda. I'm not, and I have one straw. I don't do two straws. That's gross because there's backwash
Well, that's
going
just
on.
that's just lame. But I mean, come on, you're worried about backwash after other things? Come on, like Jesus.
Your dirt. I can take your dirty hands, but not your dirty dirty mouth.
My dirty mouth. Oh yeah, we're completely off the rails. So yeah, it is just me and my co-host Pete tonight. How are you doing tonight, Pete?
How is everybody tonight? We are covering a movie.
Stop it.
I've said
This is
everything I
my
had to say.
pick. Is this why no one else came? Like
Probably right.
Pete's
right.
like I had nothing else to do, and I drew the short straw. So I sit here with Charlie's pick, who I was really looking forward to this, but now I'm
No. Let's talk
a little
about this.
hurt.
I want to. I'm looking forward to talk about this because I really want to know what you have to say about it. Because I'm not sure what I have to say about it.
Okay. Well,
I got something to say. Let's go.
If you haven't seen or you don't know what we're getting ready to cover, we are getting ready to cover 1986's Trick or Treat.
Trick, not our treat, not our
Not
treat,
Trick
not
or
Toys
Treat.
R Us. This is Toys
no.
our
Toys
or Us. Oh,
Toys or
gross. Don't do
Us.
that.
Trick or Treat.
Yes.
With Sammy Kerr. I need that as a soundbite. I should have got that. I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, tell you what, let's go ahead and let's pop the trailer on here, and we'll jump into it.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
It's body time!
Rock and roll will never die. At least not this Halloween.
I've heard of raising spirits from the dead by incantations, right?
Yes.
I did that by playing the record backwards.
You're kidding.
Sammy Kerr. He's a rock and roll nightmare.
I am a big fan of yours. I've got all your records.
Shut up!
You're the bait. The bait is you.
This message is meant for me.
How can you listen to this stuff?
Shut it off! Shut it off!
What have you done to your stereo?
I wanted a new one.
Sammy Kerr. His fans won't let him die. He won't let them live.
You should be loyal to your hero. Make it turn on you.
Trick or treat. Looks like we better check out the party punch.
Family Ties. That,
Yeah.
God bless America. That's who it. I was thinking Growing Pains or something. I knew that cat, and I couldn't
Skippy.
put my face. Yes, yes.
Skippy from Family.
Hey,
Don't feel bad, Pete.
kids. Ask your grandparents about Family Ties, starring Michael J. Fox.
It was last night before I realized that's who that was. I mean,
okay. So
yeah, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
I don't
Yeah.
feel so bad. I was like,
He
man,
he does not
I know
look
that
like
face, but I don't know that hairdo. And it was
Yeah.
just, it was throwing me off.
he's in Family Ties. He looks more like his best friend in this movie.
Mhm. He's
so-
way nerdier in
Way nerdier.
the
The
TV show that
glasses.
takes place in Columbus, Ohio,
It does.
from the 1980s, Family Ties, starring
Michael
J. Fox.
Gross.
Yeah, Michael
and
Gross,
J.
Meredith
Fox.
Baxter Burney, and
The Justine Bateman.
Justine Bateman, sister
I forget
of
the other
Jason
one.
Bateman. Yes,
I forget
and
the blonde
Tina
hair girls.
Yothers.
Tina Yothers.
Yothers, yes,
Mhm.
and Boner. No, that was Cosby Show.
No, Boner was Growing Pains.
That was Growing
Mike's.
Pains.
That was Mike's buddy.
Okay.
Growing up on that one. You're in my wheelhouse, though. I watched that stuff. You're in my wheelhouse.
I was on the dartboard. I just wasn't hitting
Yeah.
that ball.
You're just trying to hit the right sound intro song.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
that's how that works.
That trailer
Yeah.
was bitching, by the way.
Oh.
That line, they won't let him die, but he won't let him live. Oh, hell yeah. That's gonna get my juices pumped for a dumb
Songs
80s
in the key of
horror
death.
movie. Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
just oh man, I cannot wait. So we'll start this off quickly and probably easily. Pete, do you have any history with Trick
sure.
or Treat?
Yeah, I
Do you?
have history with this. This is a first time watch for me, but I certainly knew about this movie because this was on the shelf at all of the video rentals, specifically for me, the Video Connection. It was
Mhm.
there, and I'm like, that looks like a movie I should see, and I never picked it up. But it was
Shame.
now the picture you see on if you go to IMDb, it's got that demon face with all the fire behind it, a la Jason Goes to Hell or Jason
Yeah.
versus Freddy sort of thing. What I had was I remember the rocker say that's it, that one right there, as he's showing it for all of our audio listeners. This is no
YouTube
help
listeners.
at all whatsoever. But
Yeah.
to the
I got
YouTube
show and
listeners-
tells.
Yeah, yeah. There's a Sammy Kerr, the character, David Frost or whatever his name is.
Tony
in-
Fields.
Tony, thank you. I was pretty close on the dartboard again, I think. He's a guitar with flames behind him. That's the cover I remember. So when you said we were going to cover Trick or Treat, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like I remember Jack Frost. I'd never seen either of them, and let's pick it up and watch it. So
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair.
and you, Charlie, I'm sure have a deep history with this being a heavy metal horror movie from the 80s. This is so solidly in your wheelhouse. Like it couldn't be any more. It might as well be tattooed on your forehead. Like this is my kind of movie.
Close. Yeah. You've nailed it. This, even though it came out in 1986, I'm pretty sure we watched this almost exactly 9 to 10 years later. I was about 15 or 16. We were driving, me and Benny. This is going to be almost exactly like Basket Case. It was the exact same rental store that was in the gas station. And they had Trick or Treat. Well, Benny and I already knew about this movie because we got magazines like Metal Edge and, all these other ones. I'm trying to remember all the other ones, but they're actually in this movie. But Ozzy,
hey kids, ask your folks about magazines back in the day.
Magazines about your favorite things.
Your favorite thing: wrestling, ninjas, My
comic
Little
books,
Pony, comic books,
Fangoria, which is another one that comes up a lot here.
Starlog.
We knew about this because Ozzy makes a cameo in it. Gene Simmons makes a cameo in it.
I didn't recognize. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah. We were the metalheads in our community. Like this, I connected so hard with this movie growing up. So did Ben. But yeah, we rented this, gosh, one Friday night or something,
Sure.
and absolutely loved it. I mean, it spoke to us. We'll get into more of that. But I always had fun watching this. And then this movie disappeared into obscurity.
Oblivion.
I mean, and there's always a reason, and this is the issue. Great movies with great soundtracks are going to be hard to get a hold of later.
Yeah. And with cameos of some of the biggest rock stars of all time, that's not cheap to re-release anything.
No,
but the music is really the hardest part of re-releasing a lot of these films. I would imagine Weird Science with Oingo Boingo and Danny Elfman and all that would be hard to release a new copy of that here.
I mean, I think what it comes down to is the biggest issue is was it one or two songs, or was it the entire soundtrack?
Right.
Because this was an entire soundtrack done by Fastway. And so Fastway is the one that blocked it from going on DVD.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why from VHS till now, like, I think there was like one random one that came out, but I got the synopsis release of this year, like,
and rightfully so. Fastway wanted the piece of their pie. They wanted their pound of flesh.
I think it's fair.
And it's absolutely, yeah. If you don't feel like you're getting your worth for a release, then you absolutely can block that to all. Boy, it's tough. It's really tough for musicians who aren't people like Rush or Ozzy Osbourne or Kiss. It's hard for those bands who aren't the mainstream to get their money, their worth. And they deserve all the money because they are the people singing, playing the music, playing the music in this movie.
And honestly, in all honesty, they are the lifeblood of this movie. You know,
for sure.
That's what's pushing the movie forward the most is the music, the soundtrack.
Without this band, you would not have this movie. If you hired Debbie Gibson to the soundtrack, it would not be the same thing.
Well, one of the coolest things in that synopsis I got is I have the soundtrack.
Oh, very cool. Can you play it backwards on your CD player? Like,
I don't know. I wonder if I could.
Michael Keaton did in Batman Returns.
What I'm really I was really thinking about listening to that today on the way to work, but I was just like, no, let me talk about it and then I'll listen to this later, because part of me is like, if it was me doing the soundtrack, I would drop Sammy Kerr talking in the middle of the soundtrack, like in between songs or something. And
you could do like two versions of the same song. You could have the unabridged and the abridged, or wait, that's not the right word. Those aren't the right words.
Unedited.
The edited and the unedited. The movie version and the soundtrack version.
Yeah, and there's not even a list of what the songs are on there.
Really?
I'll end up listening to it. I mean, this is one of those like big collection.
Oh, that's thick. Like, you've got, how many discs are in that? Like,
so it's three discs. I got 4K Blu-ray soundtrack. I got the booklet.
Yeah, sure.
I did. This was one of the big sell points was you get a, where's it at? I know all our audio fans are like, fuck it, we're going to YouTube now. You guys have done first, but I got the Sammy Kerr.
Yeah. Yep.
Sign thing.
Nice.
And then obviously the pumpkin head, stuff like that. But no, this is the one that crashed Synopsis site when they released it. Yeah. So
I remember hearing about that. I didn't know what this
three different covers. I got cover C, which was the most popular. I missed it, and then it went down, and when it popped back up, they were still available. So I maybe screwed a couple people out of getting theirs, but I don't care.
Sorry, the internet is
it's a fickle bitch.
It's a fickle bitch. That's a perfect way to put it.
It's like now it's like $100 on eBay right now. So but I'm not parting with mine because that was it. I didn't own this movie till now, and it was an immediate.
Nobody owns it if they don't have a VHS of it.
Yeah, VHS, and the VHS copy was never that good anyway. You couldn't see.
Wow, That was back in the day. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it was even darker. Like, yeah, there's bad quality, but then there's just like it didn't transfer good on there. I didn't watch the 4K of this yet. I watched the Blu-rays. I don't want to switch my players around, but it was still clear. It is the clearest I've ever seen this movie. And to be honest, probably 30 plus years since I sat down and watched this movie.
This is a hard movie to get a hold of, and it's not streaming anywhere. And I did find it, like, thank you, Charlie. You did say that it was available on archive.org.
Yep.
And God bless archive.org. Boy, if you are not finding something, check that joint out. It's a really terrible interface, and you're going to spend a lot of time looking for shit on there, but you can find some really awesome stuff on there. And the copy, whomever ripped a copy to archive.org, boy, it was nice. It was not some grainy VHS. Like,
yeah.
I've seen enough grainy VHS to know when something is a VHS rip. And this was at the very least a solid DVD quality that wasn't a DVD VHS rip, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Just
So,
the cheap rips.
yeah, it
they
looked fine. It was, the movie itself is dark, like back to front. It's all at night, except stuff at school in the daytime, and it is a little hard to see, but none of it was unclear, if that makes more sense.
No, I got it. Yeah.
It wasn't too fuzzy not to know what was happening on the screen.
Yeah. I think that, so to me, it was kind of like I knew this movie, but it was also still almost like watching it for the first time again. That's kind of the weird way to look about it, is because I hadn't seen it in so long. You misremember things. You mix other movies into it. I also realized this movie's very, very close to another movie we covered that I brought onto the show, was Brain Scan, you know, with the Trickster and Edward Furlong. And that's video games turned evil. Now this is heavy metal turned evil.
Oh, come on. This is solidly in the Satanic Panic. This movie came out at the peak of the Satanic Panic in the mid 80s.
They are parodying it at the beginning.
Yeah, like it's just dripping Tipper Gore and all of her minions. Just
it's
striking fear into the hearts of moms across the United States. Metal music, video games, Dungeons and Dragons, anything that wasn't mainstream was gonna. I'm surprised they didn't throw rap in there, but I guess rap wasn't quite mainstream at the time.
I don't think it got hit till gangster rap jumped in.
It didn't hit the Midwest, but all the rest of that hit the Midwest before rap did. And I'm sure rap would have been just tossed onto that pile.
Oh yeah, it would have been tossed. I mean, they didn't have good things to say about, Michael Jackson and shit like that, but they had a new target. And it's one of the things I really like about the opening of the movie is you learn everything you need to learn about Sammy Kerr just from what's going on the television.
Seconds.
And they talk about, because he is Dee Snider in front of Congress talking to them about censorship. I mean, they literally,
super intelligent artist that knows exactly what he's talking about. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he has put it to the man. And that's what Dee Snider did. And I love Dee Snider. I
still love watching that. I watch Snider that regularly.
Frank Zappa and John Denver sat there in front of Congress, the three of them, and they all argued the same point. And they came from three very different musical backgrounds, and it just made my heart sing. Like, yes, these
motherfuckers spitting facts
and that's metal exactly are all saying the same thing, and everyone's sitting out there in Congress is going, but I like John Denver, and John Denver's saying Dee Snider's right.
Yeah,
he's right, and so is Frank Zappa, and Frank Zappa was schooling Congress.
And you can't have one without the other. That's pretty much what it comes down to. But I also love that, this is it. Sammy Kerr is this movie universe's Ozzy Osbourne. one of my favorite scenes
Ah.
in the movie is he's doing
Yes.
the bat thing,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
a snake and he bites the head off. But they made it because when I was growing up, you'd have thought Ozzy fucking just ripped a bat open and was eating its guts.
Yep.
And was just no,
Lapping
he
up the
bit
blood. Yep.
he bit the head off of what was supposed to be a rubber bat
He
because
thought
he was
somebody
already
threw a
doing
rubber
that.
bat to him, and
Yeah.
he
And he bit the
that's
head
his
off, and then he
story.
was like, "Oh shit," you know.
I don't think I would hope there isn't a human out there that would knowingly bite the head off of a creature, especially
No,
a
he did
bat.
that to the bird. That was the bird in the record executive's office when he pulled the bird out of his pocket and bit
Are
the
you
head
fucking
off of
kidding
it.
me? Seriously?
I am not kidding you, sir.
Oh my God.
No, sir.
Never
That's when
mind.
Sh-
I
that's when
am. I have been
Sharon
humbled.
was
I
pushing
don't
him
know
out there.
nothing about
Uh-uh.
crazy musical
You
artists.
gotta be in this. But I love that they took the lore and just went 100% further than it ever would. Like he's holding this snake up and like pulling the blood out of it. Sorry, 4K or high def gives it away. You see the blood tube going through the snake.
Yeah,
and
it's all right.
pushing-
It's all right. Don't worry.
His whole face is covered with blood.
Go ahead and watch it. It's like watching Godzilla movies on HD.
I
It's
got
like, shit.
zero issues
Yeah,
with anything I saw in this movie I wasn't supposed to see. That's the bitch of high def, but I could finally see the movie. So I didn't care. But yeah, I loved every bit of this. And then, so we got the kid who, yes, that is Skippy from
Skippy.
Family Ties.
Family Ties. Thank you.
Plays Eddie. His name's Mark Price. But you got Eddie. I mean, that's just the name. Everybody knew an Eddie.
Mhm.
Everybody knew the kid growing up. Here's the big difference in when this movie came out and when I was in school.
Okay.
I was in a small metalhead group. There wasn't a lot of us, maybe 10.
This is
10 at
okay.
most.
I got some. Okay, go
Yeah,
for it.
but this is like 95, 96.
Mhm.
So I go to I'm in the South, so it's, country music everywhere or pop music or whatever the hell was going. So I was in a small group. Watching this movie, it's like Eddie and his friend are the only two people in this
Correct.
entire town that love metal music. I don't think that's the case, but the way it's shown, because I mean, you've got a guy playing it on the radio. Everybody's jamming to it at the dance later.
There's a blitz down the street. Like there's
Yeah.
the rock station just up the street, and he's playing all the good stuff.
Yeah, he's playing
gonna
all
play this Sammy Kerr stuff at midnight on Halloween.
But I always
there is a population of metalheads in that town
there
for
are,
sure, or that radio station wouldn't exist.
but this movie plays it up as very isolationist.
Yes.
As he is an island, no one understands him. They can even kind of play it up like his best friend, like listens to the same music but doesn't live the lifestyle
Correct.
like Eddie
Yep.
does.
Mhm.
He's not all, and there were people like that. There's plenty of buddies I
For
had
sure.
that liked listening to the heavy metal stuff, or like, at least like hanging out with us so they could listen to it.
Yeah.
And, could rock out with us, but they would never look like it. We're wearing the shirts. We're,
Right.
God bless Ben. I was never, ever, ever going to do the whole emo bullshit or glam metal with the eyeliner, paint my fingernails black, leather pants. He asked me one time and I went, no, I'm not fucking doing it. Heavy metal t-shirt, blue jeans. That's what we're doing here. That's how we rock. But yeah, so watching this movie, even though I had a bigger clique of friends that, understood me, I also understood the isolation Eddie felt in this movie, this loner mentality. No one understands me. No one gets me. I think at its core, like, I love that this is a horror movie, but I'm also enthralled by this movie on just this snapshot of a time period and of a genre of this kid who loves heavy metal, but you're basically watching this teenager going through, teenage angst, dealing with bullies, liking girls.
Right.
I mean, we've made the joke on here, especially, on movies that Nate would bring. You'd see those parties and we're like, we never went to those fucking parties.
Where was that party?
Yeah.
Was I
and
that
what it,
uncool? Probably.
God, I probably was. We didn't give a
Probably,
shit
yeah.
about that, honestly. But I'm sure there was parties. But like I said, I wasn't in the popular group. But we don't have a connection to those movies because we didn't experience it. This one, I connect the entire fucking movie
I get
through.
it. I get it.
Aside from the homicidal ghost that I resurrected through an album,
Well, that's coming.
I had
Well,
Ozzy on the back of my door. Okay, so it's fine. But
I get that.
I like it.
So I'm sure you grew up in a small school, and I
Oh, yeah.
challenge anyone out there. And this isn't a flex. This is just I grew up in an incredibly small community. My graduating senior class was 42 kids. So
That's smaller than mine.
that's
but
pretty fucking. We had K through 12 in a single building. So
wow.
just there you go, folks. There you go. I'm not. This is not a flex. It's just like we know the community very well.
Yeah.
But the metalheads in my community, you did not fuck with them.
Yes.
You did not fuck with them. So this Skippy, I don't want to call him Skippy.
It's Eddie.
Thank
It's
you,
Eddie.
Eddie. Eddie got bullied by the jocks. In my tiny school, the jocks didn't fuck with the metalheads. And there were only like 4 or 5 true metalheads
Yeah.
in our entire high school. Like 4 or 5, and they were a group. They were connected at the hip. They were
that's a big difference too.
We're-
Like right there, they're connected.
They-
So
they're all connected. They are the same. They're a pod. No matter how old, tall, short, fat, whatever, they were connected as a pod.
we were the most inclusive. Hey, everyone out there,
I-
metalheads are
I-
some of the most inclusive people you will ever meet.
I didn't get to know them well enough. I was
Yeah.
in band. These guys weren't.
No, not
So,
normally. I mean, we
normally.
didn't really
They
play the electric
appreciated
triangle
music, but
like
they
you
didn't actually play the triangle right.
did. Yeah. See.
But like the jocks were over here
Mm-hmm.
because football, even though we sucked at it, was God at our school, and I never fucking understood it.
Same.
Doesn't matter. And then the medals were over there, and there was a bunch of people in between, and we all I can see where this. No, you just didn't fuck with these people. Like these people were off the rails. I'm not going to name any names, but there were a couple of guys that you just, excuse me, sir, sort of thing.
Well,
Like,
and that
oops.
until
Hi,
I
how you
hit 6,
doing?
yeah, until I hit over 6 foot tall. Once I hit that size, then it was like, yeah, don't fuck with Charlie.
Yeah,
That's was a lot of it, and it was right around 7th, 8th grade when I really got into the metal type stuff. And it was definitely high school. I think the biggest difference, so I don't think my town is any bigger than where you grow up.
Maybe.
They actually, a lot of the surrounding smaller areas that couldn't have a school absorbed schools. So our schools were bigger because of that. Matter of fact, that's how me and Benny got together. Was he went to a smaller elementary school, and then they closed the high school and they shipped them to our high school. So yeah, so we had a little bit bigger classes because it was pulling kids from, I mean, you could be like 10, 15 miles away,
sure,
bussing them in. So that was a lot of, but yeah, it was very small. And I think that's the dynamic. I think that's a little different in the movie is it feels like there are 2 metalheads. And our main metalhead is Eddie, and he's got no backup.
Way bigger than just 2 metalheads in a class.
Yeah, and that's a lot of. And then you because the jock clique is like 6 guys,
right?
Running
that's
around.
Also not big, but metalheads carry knives. Jocks don't carry knives.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Jocks carry knives.
No, I'm not a jock. I'm a metalhead, and we carry
That's
knives.
What I said. Metalheads carry knives.
That's what I said. We do.
Don't carry knives.
No.
Yes.
No. That's that's a lot of it. Is I 1000% connect with this movie because everything, even though I had a little bit bigger group, I do understand. I also understand the people looking at you a little weird, like.
Sure.
Oh shit! What's on Charlie's fucking shirt?
In such a small community like I grew up in, if you were anything a little off center, it was tough to fit in. And
Oh yeah.
and
Well, mine
I was
was
a
if you're
little bit that
anti-
way.
Yeah.
We all got bullied to one degree or another. I'm
everybody
not
does.
crying.
Bullies got
Right.
bullied.
Bullies
Like
got
that.
bullied. Right. So I'm not.
No one's insulated from it. Your dogs are going nuts.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, bullies weren't insulated from it or anything like that. Everyone got bullied. Everyone, but the other hand of what I had was I was in a very churchy area, so I also had to deal with the literal Satanic Panic. Even though it was 10 years removed from it, it was those guys. Those guys are devil worshippers. They listen to that devil music. You know, Ben's got Hell Awaits on his t-shirt from Slayer, and I've got Ozzy Osbourne on mine, but he's got a cardboard sign that says hell, and he's hitchhiking to hell. You know, that's what we walked around the high school wearing. And you want to hear more of this, like you want to hear like Nate's end of, y'all should really go back and check out our brain scan episode.
Yeah.
That and our, what was the other one we did? Deathgasm. We did Deathgasm.
Yes. All day long, I'm thinking, what was, we had already, hi dogs. Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, dogs. It's Jody.
How?
I'm not really home. I'm going to my art class, but I didn't want you to freak out that somebody was upstairs.
I heard walking, and I'm like, should I look at that? Okay, bye.
No, this is way more important.
I love you.
Bye, Jody. We love you.
The first appearance of Jody Quint on Give Me Back My Action Movies.
And I'll leave all that in. Leave all that in.
Leave it all in. That's fine.
We need all the runtime tonight. This is what we're gonna need.
No, I'm having a great conversation. This is wonderful. Now I forget where we were.
Deathgasm was the other one we did.
All day long, I'm like, we've seen this movie already, and it's Deathgasm. I take it back. It's this movie.
It's
because there's a record and it was played backwards, and you gotta play the music backwards or something.
Yeah,
and these guys were musicians, so they
had
able
the lyrics.
to play the Necronama music.
I forget what it was called. It was somewhere, but no, you're 100% right. That the main influence of Deathgasm is definitely Trick or Treat. Like even down, the Sammy Kerr character is, I forget what the name of the other guy was. Even so much that Deathgasm did a scene that was planned for Trick or Treat, but they had to cut it for money. There was supposed to be a Conan-esque scene of Eddie playing the guitar, like muscled out with the girl by his feet, just like a Robert E. Howard kind of look.
You're going the other direction. Yeah,
a Frazetta type
Trick
image.
Or Treat, there was supposed to be something like that.
They were supposed to.
They did it in Deathgasm.
They did it in Deathgasm.
I'm like, they did that in Deathgasm. Okay, yeah, I'm on board.
So somehow they knew that, and they were like, we can do that. So they put it over there. And I think it fits better. Deathgasm is everything you're kind of wanting out of Trick or Treat, and I can admit that. Like we'll talk about it here in a minute.
I love Deathgasm. I think Deathgasm is a masterpiece.
And I can't wait to watch the second one. How about the backers actually get to watch the fucking movie?
Mm-hmm.
But that is definitely, that wouldn't exist without Trick or Treat. It kind of has the same flavor to it. Trick or Treat is a horror movie. It is a pseudo slasher movie. It is not what you think you're getting into, though. Like, it is very tame as far as gore.
It's pretty tame.
If you deleted one scene in this movie, this is very television friendly.
It is very friendly. It's very friendly. I was considering, outside of that one scene, I was like, boy, my nephew could see this right now.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I could let the kids watch this. And then I did remember that, obviously I was definitely at the right age when I watched this. So I remember there was nudity
15,
in it.
yeah, of course you
But
were.
I totally forgot how long the nude scene was in this movie.
And a little uncomfortable because, as I age, I love me some boobies. Boy, if they're high school age, I'm like, I don't want to see it.
She was 19 when it was filmed, so it's still kind of young.
Of course she was. But these are 19-year-olds portraying.
Pete, I look at it like this: you were close to 19 when this came out. Then,
oh sure,
you know what I mean. So I don't think it's icky. I was 15 when I watched
wasn't
it.
close to 19 in '86. You son of a bitch.
Well, you like 5 years older than me?
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't math good.
You don't math good. But anyway, you're closer to her age than I was. I did watch I didn't finish watching. I've still got, I think I got like 30 minutes. It's a great documentary about this movie.
Oh,
Pete, I'm so happy I watched this documentary. And she's in it. And she was like, oh yeah, that scene. She goes, my dad was a nudist. I didn't give a shit about nudity. And I'm like,
that's great.
I was like, you know what? That actually makes me feel a little bit better.
I'm also a little grossed out. Like, my dad's a nudist.
That's around your house. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there like that. But so it was interesting to see that. But yeah, if anyone has, I'm going to guess there's quite a few of our listeners that haven't seen this movie because it is hard to get a hold of. Some people are going to be like, wow, I kind of remember that movie. So we're going to spoil shit. You're going to get spoiled, but yeah, you have a Ray from Ghostbusters scene, except the roles are reversed and she's getting ogled by the spirit of Sammy Kerr in one scene that could be deleted.
It's a big rubber monster in a car.
Oh my God, dude.
Right?
It's
out of nowhere.
I wanted more of
this
it.
Rubber monster before or after this 4-second scene, 10 seconds maybe.
Oh yeah, if it's 5 seconds or 10 seconds.
Okay. Skippy, damn it,
Eddie
has made this tape of the backwards music that he has found on. Oh, I got a story about the record in a little bit. Hold me to that, please.
No, we'll talk about the record. We're not going to walk through this movie. I want to just get the highlights.
Is this a plastic cassette? Because it looks stainless steel.
So
frankly.
That caught my attention bigger than anything.
Okay.
So Eddie gets a record from Gene Simmons, which we'll talk about, and it's an acetate. Like it's when they pressed it, it's heavy, so which means it's the legit. It holds the soul of Sammy Kerr. That's what we come to find out. And so Eddie has decided, I'm going to record. He has this awesome setup in his bedroom.
He does.
Good
it's
God.
Beautiful.
What did Mom do for a living? Jesus Christ!
If he mowed lawns, he mowed a lot of lawns.
He beats the shit out of it later and goes, I need a new one. I'm like, motherfucker, what? With what?
Are you serious?
Are you telling Mom you want a new one? You're going to go buy a new one? I don't know anything. I don't care. But anyway, yeah, he makes a copy of this record and he pulls that tape out. And I'm like, that fucker's chrome. Like, what the hell?
The plastic was chromed or it was stainless steel. It looked metal.
There's a scene later, thankfully, HD, they made metal covers. I could see it. I could see these fake covers on the ends that they like glued onto it to make, because I get this. They want that cassette to stand out when it's on screen, especially when they throw it in the pile of cassettes.
Right.
Later.
Of all the cassettes out there, you've got to make this something different. And they didn't have clear cassettes back then. The old Memorex.
Those are, you could get the ones that were like colored or something like that. I don't know if this is out of its package.
Well, they used to be all white. And then
there's
they were
a red one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kept staring at it, Pete. I really did. I went, where can I get
I wasn't alone in this because I'm like, I've not seen this before.
It's a blink and a miss it scene, but I could see the separation from the plastic and from the cover. And I went, they put it could even be aluminum tape or something over it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a shell. Okay. So it's not playable or anything like that. But it did work.
But it fit in the cassette slot and you could close it.
I mean, enough for camera. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So yeah, you had this special one. She pops this thing in. She listens to it, and she gets all hot and bothered by Sammy Kerr music.
She was enjoying this music like wow.
Look, man, she did better than some professional actresses that do that as a
Mhm.
living. That's all I can say about that. Like that scene was spicy.
Spicy.
It was
Spicy is a
very,
great word to say.
very spicy. You know, and at 15 or 16 when I watched it, I didn't give a shit. That was the greatest thing I've ever seen on screen.
And
But now, if you removed that scene, this movie's super tame as far as the kills. Now, Sammy Kerr's makeup, my God, dude. That burn makeup on him when he appears.
Yep.
I
So
love.
at the beginning of the movie, it's as a TV report saying Sammy Kerr has died in a hotel fire. And that's never explained. That's okay. I don't care.
It's not.
Was he freebasing and shit exploded? Was he doing a satanic ritual and shit went sideways? Doesn't matter. It don't matter.
You're right. It doesn't matter. I don't normally, but I was like, man, there's so little like true information on IMDb, and they don't really dig into it in the behind the scenes.
Nope.
I was listening to another podcast talk about it. I don't remember what the name of it was. But they brought up a very good point of was Sammy Kerr so pissed off about not being able to perform at his old Eddie goes to the same school Sammy Kerr went to. Was he so mad that the town shut him down that he's like, fuck it, I'm playing it one way or another. So I'm going to perform this ritual and imbue my soul into this, because in the IMDb credits, it doesn't say Sammy Kerr band members. It says it's cultists behind that are in that burning room with him. And the way they kind of show it in that flashback, it's like he's sitting in the middle of the pentagram and everything's on fire for a purpose. Like he's not trying to get out of the burning apartment. So you're kind of like, well, wow, did he plan this? Because there's another awesome thought that I never thought of. Was Gene Simmons in on it? And
he's mysteriously missing at the end of the film.
He's listed as
DJ Nuke.
He's listed as DJ Nuke, but he's listed as electrocuted, which I think there's supposed to be like maybe something sitting in his chair.
I don't remember him dying though.
I didn't see his body, and they don't show it. Well, here you also got to remember, Gene Simmons did not want to do this movie because they asked him to be Sammy Kerr.
He's like, nope.
And he said no. He threw the script on his no pile. His manager picked it up thinking it was in his yes pile, set everything up, and they were like, oh, well, Gene's like, look, I'll still be in it. I think they had him for 2 days max.
That sounds right, because he had 2 days of takes.
He said, I want to do the DJ.
The DJ.
Because he wanted to be the Wolfman. That's exactly what he's portraying
folks,
himself
if you've
as.
ever seen Gene Simmons in the last 20 years, you will not recognize Gene Simmons from 1984.
If you've never seen Kiss Out of Makeup, you're not going to recognize Gene
shit.
Simmons.
This is before Kiss Out of Makeup, isn't it?
No, this is right after Kiss Out of Makeup.
Is it right after? Okay, that makes that would make
because
sense.
it was like early 80s when they got out of their makeup.
He looks like a baby. I mean, compared to all the stuff we've seen him in the last 30 years or so.
Well, he had been doing movies. He did Runaway with
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. He was in we just did it. It's Wanted Dead or Alive.
Yep.
With Rutger Hauer.
Yep.
And he's in another one with John Stamos that I want to bring on to be action.
No.
Them boys ain't prepared for the one. I want to say live young, die young, something like that is what it's called. I'll save the surprise for that one because it'll be an interesting one to cover because of now times.
Oh no,
it's gonna be touchy, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't give a shit. But no, Gene, was doing movies and stuff like that. I like him in this. Honestly, he does fine. Just fine. But there's a theory.
He wasn't asked to do a lot. But he nailed what he was doing.
He nails what he's doing. And he also, because it's Gene Simmons, and that's what these podcasters were talking about, he almost adds a little extra flavor that you're not expecting. He has a deviousness about him because he's friends with Sammy Kerr. He has Sammy Kerr's record that he's supposed to play at midnight, and he gives it to Eddie.
Yes.
Is Nuke in on
gives the
this?
original pressing, the radio pressing, which is an interesting thing. This is where I wanted to go with the radio pressing.
Go for it.
Is that I had a cousin who worked at a pretty big radio station in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and he gave me a Dr. Demento record, and it's lost to time. I'm so sorry, everybody. And it breaks my fucking heart. But so these records were made, and they were very thick. They were these
acetate.
Thank you.
Yep.
They were made this thick because they were made to be played a lot. Like if you were going to play these records and you got it off the shelf, they would have been done in a week because of how often you would have played.
They're damn near masters. I think they're like one remove from being a master pressing. Yeah.
So this thing, when he says, here's this record, it's like, oh, it's heavy. I'm like, I remember holding that Dr. Demento record, because Dr. Demento would send these things out before tape, right?
Yeah.
This thing was like, it probably weighed 3 pounds, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but for a record that's like maybe 12 ounces.
What the other thing was, the weight of it made it play better too, because you ever see those guys that have turntables that are perfectly balanced, their basses are super heavy. So there, I think I saw it on here. There's that Eddie had one that had the rubber mat underneath that you would put down.
Because he threw it at somebody, his mom.
He threw it
something.
Yeah, I think it was his mom. He throws it.
You had to have,
and I was like, oh, I remember those
to hold that, to give friction to that.
Because they were so thin, the regular albums. So no, I like it's legit what they're doing here, what they're portraying. You know, they did their homework.
Hey kids, ask your parents about lo-fi.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, this movie is also done by the guys that did Freddy's Revenge Part 2.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, they went from Freddy's 2.
The special effects were fine. There was nothing wrong. I loved Sammy Kerr's facial makeup.
It's so good.
Worked really well. The monster in the car, which was weird that it just happened, was good.
And everything
else, there wasn't really a lot else, was there? I mean,
no, you had a lot of exploding body parts, which we'll get into. But one positive I will give it that sometimes will kill a movie is the electricity effects didn't feel overly animated. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, yeah, I get it.
I mean,
it didn't look like Scooby-Doo. It actually looked like some sort of electricity coming out of the end of as absurd as it was. It looked like actual electricity coming out.
This is going to be where I defend the movie a little bit. Is I was watching this last night going, Jesus Christ, how many movies had electricity bad guys in horror movies?
Shocker.
A horror story, which is House 3 with Brian James and Lance Henriksen. Oh yeah. Lawnmower. Yeah, Lawnmower. Have you never seen Horror Story?
I clearly have not seen House 3.
It's House 3, but most people don't know it exists because they changed the name to Horror Story.
I have not seen that.
Lance Henriksen is a cop. Brian James is like a serial killer who gets gets killed and executed, and then turns into like this ghost electrical thing. I mean, it's damn near shocker.
How about Gremlins 2? There was a
Gremlins 2
electricity gremlin.
Lawnmower Man.
Lawnmower Man, yes.
I was like, that was the go-to. Electricity. That would kill everyone. So I'm like, you know what? I'm watching this in 95. I've seen all these other movies, and I was like, this tracks. He can be electrically powered. It works. His entrance, whenever Eddie accidentally summons him, is still fucking badass.
It's bitching.
Because he's doing, the devil horns. He's got his back turned. The lights are like almost like two spotlights crossing, and there's electricity coming off of him.
It's a little Frankenstein with Boris Karloff, where
Yes.
he backs into the screen and then slowly turns.
The guy playing Sammy Kerr has like he's nailing this.
His
Like
presence on stage, and even I remember there's later on in the film there's a cop that's like, we're gonna go to somebody like, holy shit, who the fuck is that? And there's
and
this
him walking across that
giant man.
grass.
I don't know if this guy was actually a large man, but he had a
He was
frame
tall.
to him that was imposing. And as he's walking slowly towards him, and he's clearly very fit,
Yes.
that this cop was rightfully like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that?
I'd have said the same damn thing, seeing
you me
something like
both,
that
brother.
walking towards me. But he was a dancer, Tony Fields. Unfortunately,
no wonder he's in
passed.
such good shape. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I want to say he passed away in '95, AIDS
Aw.
complications. But I know, but everyone in the interviews were like, if only this movie had taken off, he easily would have been franchisable. Like he had that unique of a look, and I agree. I think the problem is, and please watch I don't know if the documentary is on YouTube or not, but if you can find it, watch it. They made all these decisions in this movie on purpose. They didn't want to do Freddy and make it a slasher. They wanted it almost like a dark comedy that's not a lot of gore. And I think they were just stuck on telling this story of heavy metal because they got really hung up on that, which is the biggest part of this movie. Like it takes a while before anything really happens
Oh my God, yes.
in this movie. Now, and this is going to be the difference between me and Pete. Pete's probably watching this movie going,
Jesus Christ, get on with it.
I'm watching a horror movie. Where do I get to this shit? Okay. My flip side is I'm Eddie and I'm watching this movie going, man, I fucking feel you, brother. Yep, I'm with you. I've been there. Yep, I've had that same shit. I do know when Pete probably first popped, and it's when Jackie and I both belly laughed our asses off, is when he gets the first message through the record of how to get revenge. And he's like, you're the bait, set the trap. You're the bait, set the trap. And he sets up these chairs and mop buckets in the hallway. And he goes to get back at the bullies and he throws that food in the one dude's face. So all of them take off running. And when he throws that mop bucket and that fucking jock goes flying out the fucking window, just like Scooby-Doo style, like ship, woo, and falls. I am almost crying. Jackie is laughing her ass off. And I went, Pete had to love that scene. Like it is such a comedy, like teenage. It's one of those like felt like a very Chris Columbus kind of movie or John Landis type movie. And I think there's the disconnect. There's moments of that movie that it feels very much like a comedy, kids, Goonies, 16, whatever type of, coming of age movie, Breakfast Club.
Yes.
But then they're like, oh yeah, it's also a horror movie. And I'm like, when, sir, can I get the horror in the horror movie? In a movie that's only an hour and 40 minutes long, where's the kill ratio? Now, this is also, I didn't look, but this may be right at the point when the MPAA put the fucking hammer down, like what happened with Friday the 13th movies. And they went,
boy,
yeah, you're going to have
make
to.
a lot of sense to get this released in the theaters if studios were running scared.
You had to cut it back.
Friday the 13th. Like, we still want to make a horror movie because it still does well in the drive-throughs. We still want people making out in the back seats. Like, that's so scary. Smooch. Because that was the bread and butter at the time.
It was. I'm actually looking to see when they came out.
Yeah, that's a good point, Charlie. Was this
oh dude, 86?
Yeah,
you're right at part 5. Right.
This is the peak of
this is when they started neutering
saying,
yeah.
I don't care who you are. If you're anything close to Friday the 13th, we are giving you an R or an X rating, or we're just going to cut the fuck out of your movie. And this one is barely R. I mean, it's R. but
it's
barely. It's R
it's
because of language and a couple
language
of titty
and nudity.
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egregious nudity in that one scene. I mean, there's a boob. Look, man, she's stripping
true.
in the car. There's a demon hands taking her clothes off. I mean, it's
it's a little
camera
it's
lingers.
gross.
Yeah. Now there's like, I was also like, where are these pool parties? Because there's a couple topless girls over in the corner.
Were. Yep.
In a high school party.
In a high school swim team pool.
And I'm like, I'm like, Eddie, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Why would you fall for that? I don't care if she was legitimately asking you to come because she wanted you there.
I think she was. And then when he got there, she went, I've made a horrible mistake.
Well, she was late. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
She was late. I got to look up her name again. But
Lisa?
yeah, she might have been Lisa. Yeah. Leslie Graham.
I was on the dartboard again.
Yeah. The girl that gets naked later is the one that like chews his ass when he shows up there. But like this, and right. These jocks,
not literally, ladies and gentlemen.
No. She's basically like, why the fuck are you even here?
Why are you
know,
here?
that
Get
whole
the
trope.
fuck out of here.
They put a fucking,
we're jocks, you're metal, get the fuck out of here. Which
they put a barbell weight in his backpack and push him in the fucking water.
Like they tried to kill him. And then
like I went to high school, but no one ever attempted murder with me. Like that's not the high school experience, I don't think.
No.
But it was that's how outlandish this guy. And I give it to him though, but that's the catalyst. That's the moment where he goes, fuck these people, I'm getting them back regardless. And that gives Sammy Kerr's spirit the end.
The entrance to the physical world, so to speak.
That's and again, that's where you get this kind of play. And I started really thinking about Brain Scan was Eddie Furlong being possessed and doing it. This easily could have been that.
I would have liked that a little better than I would like to lead up to it. Eddie doesn't do a ritual. He plays the record backwards.
Yeah.
And I guess that works in Evil Dead because they just read the words in the book and okay, so I'm already going against my thoughts here.
No, you're fine. Well, I think a lot of it is, and if you want to go back to the other theory, that this was all already planned. Like
premeditated.
Yeah, it's all premeditated that Eddie was going to do it. I mean, Lord, I remember growing up hearing about backwards records all the time.
Oh, sure.
Play an album
Who didn't
backwards.
play the Beatles' White Album backwards and listen to Turn Me On Dead Man? I mean,
I didn't know. I was watching the interview. I had no idea this was called backmasking. That's the first time I'd ever heard that term.
I don't know backmasking.
That's what they call putting it on, putting
right.
backwards lyrics in.
Okay.
It's called backmasking. I've always just known it as backwards lyrics. But apparently that's the phrase. They were all saying it like that's the term for, hidden lyrics in the movies. And that's where I think, because eventually the record starts doing it on its own. Is playing backwards
as it should. I mean, that's the progression of the demon as it gets stronger.
It's getting stronger. That's exactly how I took it. The weaker, because really, to Eddie's benefit, Eddie doesn't really do anything wrong in this movie. He's
playing a
ever
record
the
backwards,
villain,
and he's just trying to fit. And he's hurting. To his defense, Eddie has been smacked down and beat down and stepped on,
literally,
quite literally,
stripped his clothes off, threw him out into the gym.
The dudes at my high school had somehow the jocks gotten their clothes off and they got thrown into the gym, and there were people up there that those motherfuckers would have walked up to that gal with the camera, smacked it out of their hands, stepped on that camera, and just like, what are you gonna do? And walked back into that and beat the fuck out of everybody. He would have pulled the knife out of his prison purse and just stabbed everybody.
That was the difference of my generation's metalheads. We weren't the ones getting picked on like that, but if we saw someone getting picked on like that, we're gonna beat the shit out of you.
Calm down. You don't need to do this. And if you want to take it to the next level, we'll take it to the next level.
Yeah. when you have Charlie that's like, at that time, I was probably like 6'2", somewhere around there. My buddy Matt was the
so
same
you're
size
tiny,
as me.
tiny baby Charlie.
I'm baby Charlie.
Baby Charlie.
But I'm as big, if not bigger, than most of the jocks in our school, you know.
God,
So
yeah.
it's like, you don't pick on other people like that. That was my generation of metalheads. I think we've said this before. If you're ever broke down or you're frightened or anything like that, go find a fucking metalhead.
Yeah, agreed.
Go find someone with a heavy metal shirt on. Ask them for help.
Hey, you
9
got a lot
times out of 10,
You got a lot of patches on that jean jacket. Can you
I'm
help
going-
me?
going to
I
you.
don't know how, but I will find a way to help you.
Yes, that's just how it is. I mean, that's not me pumping it up or anything. I passed a dude one day. I'm like, we make the joke. I'm a big dude. I passed a dude in a Target who was at least 8 inches taller than me.
Jesus
giant.
Christ.
And had a fucking, battle vest on. I'm wearing a Punisher shirt. And he looks at me and he goes, "That's a badass fucking shirt." And I went, "Thank you." And Jackie's looking
As
at me.
you are looking up, it's like, 'cause you
I'm
don't
looking
look
up at him.
to nobody.
And you give each other the nod. Jackie's standing next to me and she's like, "Holy shit." I'm like, "Yeah, if anything goes down, run to that guy."
We're talking to this guy.
Me and that guy's we are best friends now. We don't even know it.
We don't even know it.
That's how that works. Yeah, there's some outliers out there, but still, for the most part, you're pretty much safe going with that. And I like that. And that is the difference. But also, I remember some of the metalheads when I was younger and I saw them. They were kind of like the Eddies. I mean, there's nothing that's outlandish as far as the characters in this movie. I think Eddie, personifies a perfect little metalhead running around. Even though Pete swears up and down no metalhead has ever said "chow" in the history of ever.
Really? Chow. Fuck off. No.
That was that moment where he had confidence. If you notice, he's wearing the more glam metal outfit. He's talking to Leslie a little bit more,
he's flexing his
got his chest out a little
sexuality.
bit.
Yeah, he's roosting around a little bit, trying out a new thing.
King of the castle. But he's also, but to get into the horror of this horror pick, that scene in the metal shop is still like, oh my God,
that's a butt pucker scene right there, friend.
That is a butt pucker. And I'll be honest, like, part of me is like, I want to see the aftermath, but I also like how this one's played.
Yeah.
Like, this is also not how metal lathes work. Number one,
really.
the metal lathe, when his tie got stuck, would have choked him out in a second.
It would have snapped his head off damn near.
Yeah, that he would have been dead without the drive-in coming in at him. But that slow turn of that drive-in coming in with that sharp point, like closer and closer to his head, and Eddie's just standing there on the on-off switch. He waits a little long. Yeah. Is it this switch?
Oh,
you sure? Is it this one?
Oh, I got carpal tunnel today.
How close is it?
Yowie.
Yeah, remember when you took my picture when I was naked and running around and stole my shit? Okay, I'll turn it off. It's a butt pucker scene.
Yeah.
Like you're waiting for it. It is. It's one of my favorite non-gore scenes. Is that one right there? I had a lot of fun.
Agreed.
It's very satisfying too.
But his buddy is back behind a stone grinder that is sparking. I'm like, you are the biggest pussy. I hate to use that word. I'm so sorry.
It's the 80s. He's a pussy.
You are the big. Okay, it's the 80s. You're the biggest pussy. Walk through those sparks because that's how I sharpen my mower blades. I get all them sparks on me and little burns on my t-shirt.
I won't raise it up. Oh, hold on. We can.
Yeah.
A hole in my shirt.
There you go.
From a grinder.
Yep.
It literally cuts holes in my shirt.
And this guy's like, I can't go through these sparks. Oh my goodness. It's not a flamethrower, you shithead. It's sparks. It's gonna hurt. Walk through it and save your goddamn friend.
To Pete's credit, though, we're laughing about the pussy scene. That's what the jock's telling Eddie at this point. He's like, am I a fucking pussy to you? Do you think I'm a pussy? Yes. Also, hey, that's like the worst derogatory term they use in this.
That's pretty pretty light on the boy.
They don't drop the F one.
Nope.
They don't drop the Q one.
The R. The boy.
None of
that. None of it.
We've watched a lot of 80s movies. Normally, when you're watching them, you're just like, it's going to be in there, especially when it's teenage kids.
Oh, absolutely.
And that would have been a derogatory
the language
term.
we used. I admit, 100%. I use that shit. Sure.
I did it. I played on Xbox Live.
Right. I have learned in my adult years.
Yeah, and I don't use it anymore.
You just don't use that shit.
I was it's so prevalent though. It did catch me. I was like, they haven't said the forbidden words now anymore, and I was kind of like shocked by that. I'll tell you what. Let's hit a commercial.
Yes,
and I do want to talk about one little thing that may bring the mood down a little bit, but we're gonna hit the commercial now.
You're watching the USA Network.
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
Just when you thought you were safe, the terror continues with another chilly tale tonight on USA Network's Saturday Nightmares.
So I don't know what it is what we were just talking about there, but it just clued me in. But there was a moment in this movie, and it's at the beginning. It's when Eddie is writing to Sammy Kerr whenever he thought he was.
Oh, he's got this diary that he keeps, and I don't think was he actually going to mail it to him. Maybe.
Yeah, he had the letter.
Okay.
There was a post office box. And
yeah, you're right.
But it was the topic of it, and it was. I've never gotten to this point, but I have known people that have, and I can understand the feelings. But it does start touching on even the thoughts of suicide with him.
Yes.
Because of how much he has tortured him.
Oh, he was saying like, I'm going to end it all, or
I'm going to end it all.
Yeah.
But what I loved about it, and this is where I connected the most, was, but I'm not, because, and he says, because of your music, Sammy Kerr, but I'm also going, that makes sense for the movie, but in all reality, it's about the music. While everyone's calling it satanic and everyone's calling it evil, I don't think they understand the catharsis that comes from listening to heavy metal music and listening to the lyrics. Well, and a lot of it is, you're not alone. Like everyone is experiencing what you're experiencing to certain degrees. Right. That scene, I was like, fuck. Like, I hadn't thought about that shit in a long time. I got adult problems now, not teenage problems, but I'm sitting there, but I get it. But then where he's talking about, but it's your music that keeps me, it's like, fuck it, I'm going to keep going. And it's your music. And I'm just like, that's the fucking metal mentality half the time is, it's shitty right now. Fuck these assholes.
There's a lot of music that I feel.
And it doesn't have to be just metal, but
and I'm not saying that you're just like, it's whatever speaks to you. It's art, it's music, it's dance, it's football. I don't know. It's whatever really speaks to you my thoughts are always, if you take your life, you'll never see that stuff again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want to hear more Doc Severinsen playing his triangle. I I want to I want to see more of, hell, I want to see what Taylor Swift does in the future. My God, what an artist. I want to see, do I like that music? Not really. But do I appreciate what that artist can do? Do I want to see more of what she's going to do? Yes,
Sure.
absolutely. What I was like, the Olympics. I
No.
love the Olympics. All of that.
There's all that. But
If
it
I
was
take
just,
my
it
life,
was,
then I'm never going to see that again. Godzilla. I'll never see another Godzilla
yeah,
movie
never seen
again.
the
My God, I'll never kill myself because I want to see all the Godzilla movies.
But watching this, like we were saying, some people are going to watch this movie going, get the fuck on with it.
Yes, that was part of me.
Yeah, but me, I'm
Sure.
watching this and just
Mhm.
being like, fuck, I get it. Like
Sure.
I've been there, I've lived it, I've experienced it. Again, not to that degree, but I understood it. I've lost some friends to that. So a lot of that is
Mhm.
it hit me way differently. And like I said, I didn't want to really bring it down, but I was going to be mad
You're
at
not
myself
bringing it
if I
down.
didn't
It's
talk
legit.
about it.
Mhm.
That I really wanted, because I think now we can actually get into the meat of this movie.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Sammy Kerr appearance and now the chaos that Sammy Kerr is going to invoke on this
He's
small
finally
town.
gained enough power to manifest.
Dude, that scene with him in the speaker.
It's good.
Oh my God.
It's
They
good.
said that speaker box, every bit
Mhm.
of that was practical.
Ah,
so the
very good.
veins,
Well, it's 86 or 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course
well,
it's practical.
the veins coming out of the box, and then I mean, you can obviously, I mean, it's fabric, you can push through it, but the way
Yeah.
they do the face coming through, I was just really loving this scene right here. I love a good entrance
Mhm.
of a villain. This is exact. I know I'm going to say it again, but just like when the trickster appeared in Brain Scan, or you get your first reveal of Drop Dead Fred. Even these just honestly, it's Drop Dead Fred's damn near a horror movie if you really want to get down to it.
It tickled me.
That fucking movie's terrifying if you watch it at the wrong time. But I really liked it, and I love the practicality of it. But yeah, now you have him. He's got this power. Eddie's now on the I have to warn people, because it tried to kill his mom, which I was like, Jesus,
Sure
fuck,
did.
man. Like, good Lord. I love the mom in this too. She plays a great mom. She's doing her aerobics in her room.
She sure
She
is.
She goes to Halloween dressed
She's
as
doing
like
her
a
Christian aerobics to Ozzy Osbourne, which
oh my God. So Ozzy as this evangelical priest is the greatest fucking thing ever.
So funny.
He is like, oh, I'm going to read you this lyrics about this song. He's like, look at my sharp
my
shaft
dog and his butthole or
and
something.
it's about sex and debauchery. And honestly, it's the most intelligible I've ever heard Ozzy Osbourne speak.
He was,
in my
I think
entire
he was
life.
sober. It was just shocking.
I feel like it.
But it was very funny. Like later on, he says, like, why can't you all use the word love? Love is such a lovely word. Use the word love instead of these other deplorable words.
I love his character on there.
So funny.
It's so good. I mean, I didn't. He's technically counted as a kill because Sammy Kerr like takes his hand across the TV screen and
that was
mushes
my giggle
his
fest.
face.
It wasn't Ozzy. It was.
Oh no! We can. We'll get there. Because Jackie loved that scene too for a big reason. But yeah, so Sammy Kerr has now. We figured out that he can now go where someone has his music. So there's Eddie has the album.
Yes.
There's a tape at the
there's
radio
a
station
reel at the radio station. So
which that'll
Gene
come into play
Simmons,
later.
DJ Nuke has made a copy to play at midnight and has given Eddie the original, which Charlie, the more I think about this, the more I think this is premeditated.
It's a great theory. Like I'm actually glad I listened to that podcast because I was like, oh, you're right. And I'm sure that it was not intended that way, but it's a nice little
it makes
fan
no
theory.
sense the DJ would give him this copy. Not that copy was worth anything more than the record, but
it was the last album he ever did.
Right.
It's unreleased songs. I'm playing it at midnight on Halloween for Eddie.
But don't worry,
give this to
I've got
me.
a tape of it, which can get destroyed. And this.
And see, I build on that a little bit more because I don't remember seeing Gene Simmons, any remnant of him at the end.
I didn't see him.
How many radio stations, everything's automated. So
not
he
back
wouldn't
then.
have needed.
Not back then.
Would he have needed to be there
all
to push the button?
analog back then. He would be on site to push the button.
Yeah, but nobody was there to push the button at midnight. Like he was already gone and out of there.
Weird.
So I was thinking like maybe it was going to go ahead because say Nuke is just a visage of Sammy Kerr.
Unless he had a tape playing for several hours and he could just take off till the next shift came in.
Or an intern that didn't know any better and just fucking pushed the button.
Maybe there was an intern sleeping in a cot in the back room. I did that. At a radio
I've heard
station.
plenty of stories that people that have done that. But anyway, that's our fan theory going on there. But anyway, there's another tape that Eddie had given to the bully. That's how the girl gets caught.
Yep.
Ooey gooey ear. Oh my God. That was.
I'm going to have a hard time with the kills here because that one wasn't a kill.
It wasn't a kill. She's not dead.
A kill.
But
She's
it was
not
really
dead, but her
good.
ears are fucking melted.
Oh, she had the glowing earphones.
He pulls them
on.
off like, and the ear just comes off with that.
It's like the Blob. Like those sticky scenes from the Blob.
That's great.
So there's a tape running around, and he sends his best friend to go and get it, which I about shit. I'm trying to find the guy's name. Roger. He tells Roger to go get it back from Tim in the car.
Yeah.
Roger dons a hoodie, mask, glasses, coat hanger, and is actively trying to pick the fucking door. I'm watching this movie going, the door's not even locked.
It's not locked.
I can see it.
The lock is up. Like
it's the old chrome knob that's sticking up. And I'm looking at Jackie going, it's unlocked. I'm like, it's unlocked. But then they're in on the old joke. And he goes, fuck. He doesn't say it, but he's like, fuck. And opens the door, grabs the tape out of there. So now Roger has a tape. And Eddie Kerr, because Roger turns it on. He likes metal. He's like, oh, it sounds pretty good. Sammy Kerr appears in front of Roger now. And now Roger is under the control of Eddie. Not that he possesses him, but he threatens him.
Yes. He's not possessing him like a demon does. He's not
it's like blackmail,
influencing him like, say, the vampire Lestat would influence you. He's not Bela Lugosiing you and telling you what to do. But he's like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna be your master. Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna kill everyone you love. All this other stuff. But this is right to Pete and Jackie's favorite part. There's another person on these television interviews, and I feel like she's like the face of Mothers Against Satan.
She's an old Tipper Gore.
Yes. Do you know who that is? First off,
I know who Tipper Gore is. Yes.
No. Do you know who the lady in this movie is? Do you know? Or let me ask you this: do you know who that lady played in another movie?
Oh shit!
I know you're going to be as mad as you were about Skippy, because she pops on and Jackie goes, "It's Large Marge." It is.
Are you
Large
fucking kidding me?
Marge.
That's Large Marge?
It is Large Marge. And then when fucking Sammy Kerr reaches in the television and grabs her by the throat and she goes, rips her out of the television, and she's like this charred
Little
corpse.
baby doll.
Oh yeah, she's super tiny, and then throws her on the ground, dust, everything flying.
Oh my god!
And they sell. This is where they are definitely trying to make a comedy. That Roger later is trying to vacuum up the dead body before anybody comes back. And there's a hole in the bag, so no matter how much he's vacuuming, the whole room is covered in dust. Jackie's losing it. I'm having a ball with it. It was hilarious. And it's Large Marge that dies. And I was just like, wow.
It hit me every time. It just I couldn't hold it back.
It's iconic. I mean,
this isn't funny. This isn't funny.
It's hilarious. It is hilarious. But so Sammy Kerr wants Roger to play the tape at the school dance. There's a Halloween. That's how this is trick or treat. This all happens on Halloween. That's really about it.
And we have a Halloween dance here that so this is a high school Halloween dance, right?
School. Yeah.
And there are some costumes here that as a 50-plus-year-old man is questioning the chaperones for allowing some of these people to get into.
Some of them, but special shout out to my girl rocking the Special K cereal box.
Oh my God.
That was probably one of my favorite ones.
That was fine. There was
oh yeah, though that one's fun.
Weird about that. There were just some there were some costumes that didn't have enough clothes on high schoolers, and I'm at an age
let's
where
be fair. These were extras that were just told to dress up, and they came to be in the movie.
Go to the costume room, and somebody will put something on you. And there's a Humpty Dumpty, and
I love the Humpty. The Humpty Dumpty is the biggest foreshadow in this fucking movie.
He really was.
They're sitting on the outside of a railing in the balcony, and you're like, Humpty Dumpty's going to make a great fall here a little bit later. But what's the one you messaged me last night?
There was a Virgin Mary. There was a pregnant Virgin Mary in there. That was my theory. Or it was a pregnant nun. It was one of the two.
I'm pretty sure it was a Virgin Mary.
I think it was a pregnant Virgin Mary.
I think it was a very pregnant Virgin Mary.
And I lost my shit. I meant to go back and watch everything in very slow motion to see what the fuck was going on. I wish I would have done that, and I didn't. But that's the one I went, hey, that looks like, oh, she's pregnant. Wait.
Yeah.
That's either a nun or the Virgin Mary.
And either way, it's not good. But, it's either way, it doesn't work.
Who allows a child in wearing that?
But, dude, this school, I could watch this sequence.
Go say some Hail Marys and some Our Fathers and shit.
That's what got her pregnant in the first place. But anyway, so this is like the next big thing in this movie, and I absolutely adore this scene. Is Roger plays the tape, which basically gives Sammy Kerr the power. Sammy Kerr's now at this dance, pretty much, and so they quit playing. Stage. Well, they quit playing the tape. They bring on a live band.
Yeah.
The lead guitar singer of the band is the special effects guy. That's the guy that did all the special
was he?
effects.
Okay.
Which is the best because he's tuning his guitar, he gets some feedback from the speaker, he leans in, he ding ding ding, and his head fucking explodes.
It sure does.
Because Sammy Kerr's hand comes reaching out of the speaker and grabs him. This guitar flies in the air, and I'm just like, please catch it, Sammy Kerr. Please catch it, Sammy Kerr. And he fucking catches this thing.
Yep.
And now we have a possessed demon-led band at a school dance playing an amazing fucking song.
And the band don't know that
the
lead singer is a demon now.
They're just like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but the showmanship A+.
The band is just following him.
But this is all to the actor playing Sammy Kerr. His presence in this, because when he's a dancer, he does it great.
God, he's great.
But dude, him hitting his thigh in time to signal the band, this is the beat.
As a dancer, you understand rhythm and how the music should go.
But
this all makes sense to me.
Yeah, he's pumping the crowd up. You're just like, everyone's like into this. this demon that's going to kill everyone gives him a hell of a show.
He gives him a great show.
This is a fantastic show. Lightning and just all. He
People
looks
are
amazing.
dying, and they're like, "I love dying." Boom.
My only complaint: aim a little bit more to the left, Sammy Kerr, and hit that fucking clown dancing around next to Skeleton Guy. That's what I wanted to happen.
The clown survived, right?
The clown lived. Damn it! Kill the fucking clown.
Kill him.
Oh, yeah, he blows up one kid, and then people rush the stage like, ooh, free spot. I've been to concerts. It's like that. You fucking gone,
right.
or you fall,
Spot,
free spot.
Spot. Go.
Get it. Until like 5 or 6 more people start dying, and they're like, oh, fuck, this ain't part of the show.
Maybe.
And he launches this
our life
bolt
goals.
of electricity to the fucking Humpty Dumpty, and I was just like, yes, thank you. And it just poof, it explodes in
There are
gloriousness.
some genuine, hilarious spots.
Oh God!
And
And
this is one of them. Like, people are exploding like
There's no gore.
balloons.
There's no
not really.
gore.
They're popping like balloons with confetti in them. Pow,
and their
pow, pow.
clothes are like falling on the ground.
Mhm,
Like, it's not even really body parts.
It's pretty
but
cool. I mean,
I loved it.
mhm.
I'm going to defend this movie, even though the lack of gore. That
It's the
I was
detail-
having.
the detail of this movie is
Yes.
choice.
I'm having fun with this. And so obviously we get, Eddie has to show up at the school, has this rundown. There is another very uncomfortable scene in this movie of the bully trying to force himself onto Leslie where she's half naked. And I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe this doesn't need to be in the movie.
Nope,
I don't see the purpose of it.
That had nothing to do with nothing in this movie and was just there to
I
see
coulda-
a titty shot. And ladies and gentlemen, I love me a titty shot, but this one was not necessary.
No, thankfully
Didn't
she
need it.
is just in a bra, but it's there. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just as bad, just as gratuitous, I'll say.
Gratuitous is a very
I
good
could
word.
have got you to the Tim kill, which is the bully. I could have got you there 1,000 different ways without that,
Uh-huh.
and it would have worked. Which is what you get. Finally, Eddie's trying to save Tim. Like, again, Eddie's not a villain. Eddie's still not
Eddie
trying to get
legit
revenge.
is trying to. He's trying, and as much as he's been beat down, stomped on the whole movie, at the end, he's the good guy. He's trying to save.
He's your hero. Yeah,
he really is. And
he's your hero moment, and he
well,
just doesn't get there quick enough.
You just can't. You just can't. you
So
can't fix-
they all escape the school dance and everything. Sammy Kerr is chasing them around, which is great. I love a lot of these scenes. That he runs back to his house because they need to get a car because he has an idea. He has a plan. We got to stop the tape that's going to play at midnight because then basically it'd be like Sammy Kerr can go anywhere. It's very,
it's a leap of
lawnmower
logic,
man.
but
It is.
He's fitting a couple of loose pieces together as to how he's traveling from.
Well, he goes way too extreme. Like,
yeah.
I think that's one of my issues is they eventually get it to where he's more electrically based, not that the power of the music allows him to transfer.
It's more like the energy that he has is actually electrically based instead of music.
Because Eddie goes in his house and destroys every electrical appliance except for a battery radio.
Little old transistor radio with
But
AA
that,
batteries in it.
like, that one made more sense. Like, go hit the TV, go hit your, all your radios. Every room in the house had a radio, but you didn't need to take out the toaster. You didn't need to take
The
out
toaster.
all the.
Seriously, there's nothing in there but heating elements. You don't have to do that.
But I like that the little radio was missed, and that was the entrance for Sammy Kerr to get into the house.
Yep.
I like the face off they have. Probably could have picked a better way to fight Sammy Kerr than my toilet and give him a giant swirly, because he sticks his hand in the toilet with electricity.
I was gonna say that death by swirly. He didn't quite die at this point, but
30 years of me, I haven't seen this movie, and I'm sitting there going, was I cool with this back then? Because this seems really weird.
Which is weird because, like, we're a nerd and we're a metal nerd and we're getting bullied. And what do bullies do to nerds? They give them
Give 'em
swirlies. So we're gonna give our big bad
a hand swirly. I mean, it's just his hand. And
it
then
was just
she
a hand,
flushes.
right?
She flushes the toilet, and I'm like, well, doesn't that mean most of the water
The water's
leaves
gonna
for
go
a
down.
minute? But it like holds him there so they can get around. I'm like, okay, fine. You use it as a way to get around him. You're trapped. And it's fine. And you know, they develop a plan to go to the radio station to destroy the tapes, but Sammy Kerr's already there protecting it. So then Eddie goads, he grabs a radio, throws it in the cop car that he steals, and he goads Sammy Kerr into facing him. Fine, okay, I like this. Face your
this is a good exchange where
face your
where
demon
he's
type
like,
scene.
He's like, come on, man. You want me. You need
Yeah,
this.
I'm the one. Here I am. You know,
Yeah.
he's
been said a lot. He's been, I'm the one. You're the one has been said.
You're the connection. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I'm it. You know, this is the showdown. And he's distracting Sammy Kerr so Leslie can go destroy the tapes, which she does. We get to see like the security guard is exploded. Maybe Nuke's dead, maybe he's not. We got our own theories. I am enjoying this, you know, with Sammy Kerr trapped in the back of the cop car. I don't know how he's trapped because he's a demon. I don't know, but it's fine. Maybe the electricity's fucked with the cage he's in. And
sure,
it's cool. Like, you know, Eddie's in a hero moment. Good car chase, everything's happening. And then he drives it off a fucking bridge into the water. And that's it.
That's it. We don't.
Sammy Kerr dead.
Sammy Kerr, Eddie dead.
No, Eddie gets back out because remember he's yeah. There's an ending.
Oh, there is an ending. Yes.
Yeah. So he gets out because he pops up out of the water.
There's not even a lot of like. You'd think the car would go into the water and like.
Oh, give me the quickening from Highlander.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Eddie jump out of the car, and when the car lands in the water, it explodes. Or give it to where he's driving to the thing. Eddie or Sammy Kerr sees it happening, gets out of the car. Eddie has to get out of the car while it's moving. They roll onto the edge of the bridge, and Sammy Kerr's on top of Eddie, like holding him halfway over the bridge, choking him out or something. And then Eddie has that hero moment of being able to flip or punch Sammy Kerr into the water if that's his weakness. There's no hero moment for a final kill. This is literally idle hands, throw the dagger in the hand, and it disappears. That's it. That's all it is. That's how this ending felt. I will own that. Yeah. In the end.
Yeah, the end. Yeah.
If you do watch it all the way through, though, you get to see another scene of Ozzy Osbourne as the evangelical.
I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I'm a terrible person.
Number one, I'm listening to the music because the end credit music is badass because it's fast way. I'm enjoying the hell out of the soundtrack. But yeah, he pops back up again, which I think is just he's still dead in the movie, but it's just another scene they just wanted to throw in there at the end. But yeah, that's Trick or Treat. We'll talk about our thoughts as we get into it. So let's get into the things. So was able to look it up. There are 23 deaths in the movie. So
they were mostly in the Halloween dance.
So you had the Halloween dance.
Boy, he's just going boo, 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 and people just explode. And
yeah, there's
hilarious.
It's called an audience member, but yeah, they're all at the dance. You had the cop that we were talking about earlier that stops him in the street, that shoots the taser at him. Mm-hmm. You had that one.
Oh, that's yeah.
And you also, we see his band or the cultists that die in the fire with him, so there's definitely quite a few deaths in this movie. So it's not a low kill count. They just aren't gratuitous.
It's also a team kill count.
Very tame.
At that there's just not a lot of violence.
And it's gratuitous violence. Like there's
good
violence, but
gratuitous,
there's gratuitous violence, not gory or anything. But anyway, let's pick our favorite.
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Charlie, you're on first.
You want me to go first? No, I have mine. I know exactly
I have
which
one
one
too.
mine is. It is. I laugh my ass off. It's the lead singer of the band before Sammy Kerr goes on to the stage when he grabs his head and his head just poof like a party popper. And the camera, it's
a New Year's Eve cracker.
Because you see Sammy Kerr's arm come out of the speaker, grab his head, also knowing that it's the special effects guy. But then the camera pans back a little bit, and then you just see this whoof of head fly up in the air. And I was like, I love that. Like, there's some that made me laugh. Obviously, the cop with the taser and stuff. But what's yours, Pete? What's your favorite one?
Sammy Kerr reaching into the TV, grabbing Large Marge, and she goes, "Bleh."
The sound effects she makes.
It's amazing. The sound effects made me laugh all 3 times I watched this movie in the last week. It just bleh, and he pulls her out, and it's not a dummy fall, but it's a doll. It's a doll pull, and I think that is a close enough association where I'm gonna accept it.
Yeah.
As a dummy fall.
And I special mention to the cop we were just talking about, the tasers him, because he shoots a taser at Sammy Kerr into his chest, but we already know Sammy Kerr's electrically based, and he grabs hold of it, sends it back at the cop. You don't see anything, but when the camera goes back, you see his shoes, and the camera pans up, and there's just this smoke coming out the top of his shoes. And then when Eddie and Leslie go back, Eddie and Leslie go back and get the car, the shoes are still sitting there next to the cop car. It's that I get it. I see where they were thinking comedy. I think though it's one of those things of do one or the other. You need to really
lean into that comedy, and this would have been a fucking brilliant
it's why
movie.
Deathgasm works. It's why Deathgasm is doing the same thing, but it works. Deathgasm adds a lot of dick and fart jokes into it, which is fine. But this one needed to lay into the hilarity, but that also includes the gore, because you got to make the gore funny. You got to make gross shit funny. Now, not everybody does that well. Controversial statement. I watched The Monkey the other day. Not a bad movie, but I was also like, the fuck is this? Like, it's gory, but I'm also like, who is this for?
It's gory.
It's gory as fuck.
And it's fun.
I give it that, but I'm also just sitting there going, the fuck is going on right here?
Good. I think that's what that movie was trying to tell people.
I really think, and I totally get the people correlating it to Final Destination. Like that's,
yep.
I totally get it. It was an enjoyable. I'll go as far as call it a popcorn horror movie. Just pop it in.
Yep.
Watch it.
Just watch it.
I wasn't blown away by it, but I didn't hate it.
It's not going to change your life. It's just a whole lot of fun.
Fucking monkey's creepy as fuck, though.
Monkey is creepy as fuck.
Oh my God. That's a creepy fucking monkey.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so that's our kills. Let's rate this bad boy. I am curious on how we do this.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. Whew.
I'm going first.
You go first, Pete.
We watch movies and we adjust our likabilities, our enjoyments. I was at a solid 5.5 when I walked into this episode, leaning toward go ahead and watch it. But I'm not going too far above it. I'm going to go 6.5.
Nice. I got you up a whole point.
Yep. This is a movie that is worth watching, especially if you grew up in this era,
Whatever.
I after our conversation today, this has gone a whole point up. There were a couple of very funny spots that popped up, and I just wish this movie would have leaned into the comedy a little bit more, but I'm not sure that at this time in horror that comedy was a thing. Like there were the one-liners, there were the absurd kills, but there wasn't the Tucker and Dales, right?
No, we're nowhere
And
near the.
I'm going to hold
they
Tucker
weren't
and
being
Dale
meta. Yeah.
in a high reservation of the greatest comedy horror of all time.
Yes.
So that might be the pinnacle. I need to revisit my list.
Yeah.
But this could have been a Tucker and Dale. This could have, if horror comedy was a thing at this time in the 80s.
But also on the flip side of that is, had they laid into the horror aspect of it, I think there was something there too.
Yep.
You easily could have made a very terrifying story that is, in my opinion, different enough from Freddy, still topical, which that's the best kind of horror. When
topical horror is always
topical,
the best kind of horror.
where you can connect with your audience on something that maybe they're afraid of, or they at least understand. It's why Freddy works. Dreams. We all dream. We all have nightmares. That works. While Friday the 13th's fun and it's horror, I'm just not going to go to a fucking lake. There we go. Problem solved.
I'm just thinking of sleep. Problem solved. Wait,
right.
But
it's why Halloween works on a certain level. It's Anytown, USA. So yeah, I think that's what I realized when I was watching this. On anyone else watching it, a lot of people are going to be like, I want one or the other. This one's trying to walk that line and they don't quite walk it straight. And it's like you could just be straight horror, or you could have gone way more comical with this, and either would have worked. This movie still worked for me though, but that's so I think I'm pleasantly surprised with your score. I love that you gave it a
it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's well acted. I like the special effects.
Yeah. And
there was a lot of filler. Like
for some people there is a lot of filler in there.
But that's okay. So, Charlie, let us know.
So I brought this movie.
Yes, you did.
I bought it immediately when it came available because it just hasn't been available. I have fond memories of this movie, mainly just bonding with Ben, being two metalheads, and just finding stuff that is us, is made for us, and we were into it. Watching it last night, I could see the issues I'm sure a lot of people probably have with this movie.
Yeah.
Not that it detracted from it at all for me. I think I'm going to be like an 8.5 is going to be for me. I do wish they would have just went, fuck it, let's go for the gore. Let's add a little bit. We don't have to go gratuitous. Some of the kills still would have worked the way they did them. But how about some red spray in the explosions, of people's body parts, parts when you throw.
They were trying to release a movie for the theaters, and man, they were just hogtied. They were chained.
Yeah, I want to finish watching
for the producers in this time to get something released,
and knowing that it's the guys that did Freddy 2, which is probably one of the darker
darker when Freddy rips his head open and there's a brain. Oh
even
my God, it's
even
good.
but it's also the feel of Freddy too. Like it felt darker
mean.
and
He was
gritty. He
mean.
was meaner.
It
Yeah, there you
wasn't. It
go.
wasn't silly Freddy. It was mean Freddy.
No. And you're
You
like
were all my
it was
children.
maybe it was too mean, and that's what made him go like, "Whoa, we touched something real dark, and we don't want to do that again." I mean, then that's fair enough if you feel like you did that once already, but fair. But I feel like you neutered yourself a little bit with this one. Now, the flip side of that is I 1000% connected with everything that wasn't horror related
believe
in
that.
this movie.
Yep.
And to me, that made where some people are like, "Come on, get on with it." I'm actually enjoying those parts because I'm reliving those moments I experienced. That's the beauty of movies. They're going to hit some people one way and some people another way, and it's why it's Give Me Back. I literally was given back some
This
moments.
is such a Give Me Back movie.
Oh, it totally is.
Such a Give Me Back movie.
I love it when I have this strong of a connection to a film and it just resurges something in me. Now, there's a lot that I've seen since 30 plus years, but this one just happened, man. I'm sure there was years I never even thought about this movie. And then all of a sudden you'd be like, "Hey, I kind of remember Ozzy being in a movie. I remember this." But I couldn't hit buy it now fast enough when this movie dropped. Like I was just there, and I'm not alone. I'm not the only one out there that was buying this based on nostalgia and remembering it. And to be fair, if you go on eBay, not all of them are up for sale. There's only a handful. So most people bought it to keep it. And bravo to those people. There is
bravo.
There's a simplified version of just the movie.
Not the collector's.
It's not this one,
or whatever. Yeah.
But you can get just the movie if you just want to own it. I highly recommend you own it. If you're a metalhead, this needs to be in your collection. I 100% love this, and that's why it was my pick for month of horror.
I was thrilled to watch this movie. At 6.5, whatever, but I was so happy to watch this movie. Because as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, this is a Charlie movie. Like I have, this is what Charlie has created all of these podcasts for. This is what we are here for. So
yeah. Well, it's just like when we did
I don't mean to
Basket
suck your
Case.
dicks too much, but
it's fine. A little bit's okay. It's fine.
I will probably choke on it.
We won't share straws, but we'll do other things.
I don't share straws with nobody.
That's just weird. But no, we did Basket Case, which had a big draw for me and you both. Love of those movies. So I still love that. We've gotten quite a bit of feedback from people just being like, "Oh my God, you guys did Basket Case." Steven messaged us from Spoils of Horror, and he's like, "Oh my God, you guys are doing it. I love this episode." I was like, "Dude, we love just doing it, man. Just talking about that movie." I was smiling. We were smiling the whole time. If you watch the YouTube, we're just having a ball. But yeah, that's the fun of it. And I was really looking forward to anybody that showed up on this episode to find out what they thought about it. But it's me and Pete. That's totally fine. I knew Pete would get it. I knew you would get it. Even if you didn't like it, you would get it.
It's not one that I will watch a lot. Forever.
No, I would be surprised. Maybe in 10 years, you're like, what was that fucking movie Charlie made me watch? And I'm going to be like, it was Trick or Treat. You sure? Was that the one that was with all the blood? Yeah, that one. Not Deathgasm, the other one. Yeah, that's the one you want to watch.
Yeah, I'd watch Deathgasm again.
Yeah. Sammy Kerr! That's what we do, I gotta love Sammy Kerr. But no, this was a lot of fun. We got one more movie for the month of horror to come out, and that is next week. We are finally, and I don't know. I've kind of shied away from them, but it's never been because I don't like them. But we're doing our first Halloween movie, like Michael Myers Halloween. But I'm okay with what we're doing.
Well, this one isn't John Carpenter, isn't it?
Nope, this one's not John Carpenter. This is why I'm more okay with this. We're doing Halloween 4, which is Anna's pick. We're supposed to have the Barron boys on with us. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. It's been a while since I've seen part 4. It's been a while since I've actually rewatched the series.
Man,
because I know I've not really been shy about it. I'm not a huge fan of the Halloween.
The first Halloween is a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Halloween 3, I think, is also
Halloween 3
a masterpiece.
I adore that movie. Like I know it's not part of everything else.
Any of the other Halloweens, quite frankly.
I remember and I know it's not. I think it's 5 with Daniel Harris. I remember the little girl.
I couldn't tell you what.
I remember that one for some reason, and then I remember H2O because it's the first Halloween movie I saw in theater.
I've been told H2O doesn't suck. So,
H2O is good. It's Resurrection that sucks. And say what you want. I like the Rob Zombie ones. So whatever.
That first Rob Zombie, I think, is a masterpiece.
I love it.
Good movie, really good movie.
And I can watch
so
part
sure
2.
The other two, like
I can watch part 2. Doesn't bother me. I have fun with it. I do not like the new ones. Don't like the new Halloween movies. That last one was Christine. That Michael Myers was the car.
The first one where he escapes from the insane asylum, I think, is all right.
I didn't like Prepper Laurie
kills
Strode.
the podcasters. I think that's your problem, Charlie.
I didn't like.
You're like afraid, like, oh, Michael Myers is going to kill podcasters.
I know. I'm scared of Michael Myers.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Maybe if you paint a clown face on him, because apparently I'm scared of clowns. It's fine. I'll still throw a fucking axe at their head.
Do you go to the bathroom? No, that's a silly question.
I go to the bathroom every day, sir.
Yeah, with an axe.
Well, yeah, there's an axe everywhere. There's an axe
There's
always within reach.
There's a portable bathroom axe. There's a okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are you talking to? How long we been doing this? You don't know me.
I'm embarrassed that I have completely made an ass of myself here.
Yeah. Bat! He ran away. All right. Well, that was fun. We will be back.
That? Can I start yelling bat and just like fly away?
Bat. Just anytime you just want to leave, I'll just have that drop ready to go. Pete just bats his way out of the podcast. And if you want to keep up with everything else we're doing on the horror side this month, you can check us out over at Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the podcast group on Facebook. We also have Give Me Back My Action Movies, the Facebook group. Both of us are on Instagram under those titles. You can be following our Scream Queen, Anna, who couldn't be with us tonight. She was traveling all weekend. Awesome trip. If you're following her on Instagram, you got to see all the awesome posts of the adventures her and her daughter had over the weekend, which was a blast to see.
So much fun.
But you can follow her at Nerd at the Movies on Instagram, where you can find Baron's podcast, Baron's Hideout, all those places. Pete's Good Beer, Bad Movie Night. What comes out in October? What's your spooky month?
October is
that's a couple of days from here.
Haven.
Right? Yeah. Haven.
M. Night Shyamalan, the Happening.
Oh, The Happening. Oh my God. Oh God.
That was Troy's birthday. Oh, Jesus, God Almighty. He wanted to do that. Troy,
and
I
you,
love you.
You bitched about anything about this movie, and you sat through The Happening, sir.
I gave The Happening a happening.
You were like, I was just waiting for stuff to happen in this movie, and you watched The Happening?
Hey guys, I watched The Happening. I'm Mark Wahlberg. I watched The Happening. Ugh. Hey, it's fun. Please watch it. Please watch my movie.
That movie.
I'm going to sell more cars.
Oh my God. Oh, that's right. He does sell cars.
I got a car dealership up the street. It's fun. Please watch my movies.
You ever been by that big one? That's
What's
down
that?
to is it his big car dealership? Isn't it down like it's not 23. It's the other way.
There's a little one up here, right?
There's a little one up there, but his
walking
big one's
distance
south.
from my house.
Yeah, but
his
his big one is south. I think.
Yeah,
probably of 270
because there's land down there. That's fine.
Yeah, hey kids, Mark Wahlberg sells cars.
Hey,
in Columbus,
hey,
Ohio.
buy my cars. It's great, and defeat aliens with my cars. Buy them.
Good vibrations.
Please get us the fuck out of here.
You want to get out? Let's get out of here. All right, we're good.